increased effect. Affluence, usually the richer you are, the more of an impact you have. And technology, which is kind of like a bell curve, which is as you start with better technology, you have more of an impact, and then technology gets better, it drops again. So in Israel, the Israeli population has clearly grown immensely. Over 1 million people every decade. And this is leading to huge challenges of loss of open space, of clean air and clean water, because there are people in almost all of the country. And it's leading to a real pressure on the last open spaces of the country left, like the Negev and certain parts up north, to be developed further, to potentially the detriment of the land. In terms of population density, we can compare Israel there to most of the other countries in the world. It is one of the most dense pieces of land on Earth. If you just include the northern 40%, you don't include the Negev, it's the most dense piece of Earth after Singapore and Gaza Strip. So, playing with math and numbers and how you draw borders, but in general, Israel has huge density concerns, and with density comes effect. Right? Affluence. I think in general, the environmental challenges, I can talk about challenges in Israel often, and the beauty of my speech is that I get to talk about the problems that have come from success. Right? Israel is a great example of a country that has been successful. 40 years ago, 1950, look at this map, right? The affluence, the GDP and the affluence, even per capita, was very small. It was a very poor agricultural country. And you look now, the GDP has gone up 7-fold, the blue line. It's gone up 7-fold in the history of the country, per capita. So it's a huge success story. But along with increased GDP and money comes increased consumption. You see those consumption lines right along the bottom. Consumption comes with challenges. Technology, and I'll go through this quickly, this is kilometers traveled by cars. And unlike the last map, which went up over 50 years, this is only over 15 years. And you see a 120% increase in vehicle use and amount of roads and miles traveled in just 15 years as Israel has grown. So all of these amazing successes, though, come with their costs.